What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to This Week in Esports and Gaming, the show where we talk about the latest and greatest in business happenings for gaming, esports, and creator news. I'm your host, Mark Kai. We're here for the last week of July 2023, and let's dive right into it. Our first top three story, version 1 or Rocker, CD Projekt Red, and Esports Engine have all announced layoffs. I reported on this earlier this week, but I want to bring it back up again. Esports Engine, the producer of events like Twitch Rivals, Fortnite World Cup, and more, they've laid off 65 employees according to social posts from former workers. Many of these came with no warning or foresight, and this comes months after the parent company Vindex was actually acquired by ESL Faceit Group. CD Projekt Red, maker of Cyberpunk 2077, The Witcher, and more, announced layoffs at around 100 folks between now and March of 2024. The company's looking to focus on refining the shape of their teams, and as such, 9% of the company will part ways with them in the future. And version 1, an esports org based out of Minnesota, laid off 6 employees as confirmed by the company. According to sources, management was quite transparent about the imminent layoffs, and that anyone that moved to Minnesota within the last year would receive a $2,000 stipend and 2 weeks of severance at the very least, if not more, if you've been with the company for longer. So it's quite interesting to see how some companies go about layoffs, right? So some of them being very sudden and others being a lot more upfront at times. That being said, I still have to give props to Danielle Fox, who, when she and her team were laid off by CLG, made a whole video highlighting her former team, their talents, their specialties, and how fun they were in person. Kind of like a recommendation letter, but in a video format and more succinct. So I hope more companies and people in general can do what Danielle did for her team. Valhalla Ventures have launched a $66 million gaming investment fund. They will use this to invest not just into gaming, but also deep tech startups, which basically are startups that aim to provide tech solutions based on substantial scientific or engineering challenges. These challenges include material sciences, biology, energy generation and storage, space tech, and more. They also have invested already into 15 startups, including Incredible Dream, 1v1me, and Bunch since 2022. And Valhalla general partner Devin Malhotra said that capital is scarce right now, especially for first-time funds like Valhalla. So they're honored to be backed by some of the world's best founders, family offices, executives, and corporations. In gaming, the fund will focus on underfunded and novel companies that emphasize social experiences, and gaming will represent about 1/3 of the company's investments, with companies receiving around $1 to $2 million each. All in all, I'm impressed that they've managed to raise this sizable of a fund for a relatively young fund, and given the economy right now with investments not being too high. Excited to see the future for Devin, Matthew, and Rohan, as well as what companies they invest in as well. For our final top three story, Tencent have invested into Techland and they've acquired Visual Arts. So regarding Techland, they're the Polish studio behind Dying Light and the Dead Island franchise and Call of Juarez Gunslinger. They announced that Tencent will become a majority shareholder of the company, and according to CEO 𝗶 𝗿 𝗠, working with Tencent will enable the company to move full speed ahead with the execution of the vision for their games. Not much will change operationally, with Techland retaining full ownership of their IP and maintaining creative freedom and continuing to operate as they did before, with 𝗶 as the CEO of the company. For reference, Techland was founded in 1991 and has sold millions of copies of its most popular franchises. And regarding Visual Arts, they're a visual novel developer and publisher, and they've worked on several multimedia projects too. Visual novel is not the same as graphic novels, so just to clear those things up. This comes as Visual Arts CEO Takahiro Baba retired from his role with producer, director, and scenario writer Genki Tenkumo, stepping into the role as the new CEO. Visual Arts was also founded in 1991, and they've worked on a new type of visual novel called kinetic novel, where players basically just watch the game progress as if it were a movie. They don't really get to pick whatever choice they want here. This seems to continue the trend of Tencent's handoff acquisition strategy in gaming. Slowly but surely, they're acquiring more and more companies, or at least expanding their reach within the gaming space, but seemingly in a less intrusive manner than some other acquisitions, where maybe they just get rid of the old company's branding and it's basically just taking over the employees. Additionally, they're focusing less purely on mobile and more so just on other platforms as well, in addition to mobile, so console, PC, in an aim to diversify their revenue stream. So I'm curious to see where Tencent will invest in next and how it'll play into their larger ecosystem. As far as partnerships go, HyperX partnered with Sean Garris. Sean will develop exclusive HyperX content featuring the company's products, as he's now an official ambassador. And in the past, he actually played for Cloud9 for CSGO, which was sponsored by HyperX, I believe, at that time. So he's not too unfamiliar with this company. Riot Games have partnered with Grabbitz and BBNO. Their partnership focuses around songs and music videos for Valorant and League of Legends esports tournaments. The song with Grabbitz and BBNO will call Ticking Away and will be released on July 31st, and the Valorant Champions opening ceremony will also feature Eric Doa, Ame, and Jazz Alonso performing there. Abios partnered with Dragoni. Abios will be Dragoni's odds partner and will provide the betting site with its bets and stats solution for CSGO, which will include pregame and live markets. This will allow customers to make more informed decisions before placing a bet on a match. Mobile Global Esports partners with Infinity Esports. Mobile Global Esports will help with Infinity's play events and will also help with organizing other gaming events to expand the presence of Infinity's esports centers throughout the region. Gardens partners with Coherence. Gardens will use Coherence's network engine to deliver an innovative multiplayer experience on their new upcoming RPG game. This has allegedly already gotten the attention of prominent investors such as Lightspeed Venture Partners and Krafton. NetEase Games partners with Checkout.com. Checkout.com will support NetEase international payment operations and accelerate their global commercial expansion as well. This basically means that they'll work with Visa and MasterCard among other credit card networks to improve user experience and enable convenient credit top-ups for a variety of these NetEase games. As far as finance and M&A goes, Capcom have acquired SwordCanes, a support gaming studio. SwordCanes have recently worked on Street Fighter VI and has been made a wholly owned subsidiary through a share acquisition. They also have experience in 3D character modeling, environment creation, and animation. GameStake Technologies have raised an $800,000 seed round. The company focuses on rewarded play through their gaming app, which basically means that it'll reward users with things like shopping discounts for playing their games. They also secured a growth facility of around $3.2 million from Triple Dragon. Animoca Brands have raised $30 million into Hive, the Web3 wallet crypto neobank. Animoca aims to integrate their ecosystem with Hive services that are driving Web3 adoption, and Hive had over 3.5 million users in 2022 and announced the world's first debit card featuring NFT avatar customization. It will be interesting to see what comes of this collaboration. As far as workforce changes go, Amanda Kane joined Square Enix America as an influencer manager. She knows influencers in and out with her experience, as she was most recently doing influencer relations at Activision, working on the Call of Duty franchise, and she's worked for Media Monks before that, where she served the Omen by HP account as well. She's worked at Genji, Red Bull, and Razer before as well, so she's had lots of experience in the gaming space, and she holds a bachelor's in PR from Lemoyne College. Chad Steiner has been promoted to the head of partnership marketing at 100 Thieves. Chad has been with 100 Thieves for nearly 5 years now, starting as an account director and moving his way up to leading the partnership marketing team. He was previously an account executive at Hypebeast before 100 Thieves and did account management at Shive Media Group and Adconion as well. He holds a bachelor's in integrated marketing communications from San Diego State University. Marcus Howard joins Gamers Home as the COO. He's done quite a bit in the gaming space and posts consistently here on LinkedIn, so I want to give him a shout out here. He's been involved with the Tampa Association of Gaming and is an adjunct instructor with Johnson C. Smith University as well. He holds a bachelor's in IT from Georgia Southern University. Ian Klein has been promoted to SVP of Strategy and Analytics at Loaded. He's a good buddy of mine, and he's been with Loaded for about 3 years now and was promoted from his previous position as VP of Analytics. He did an analytics and data science roles, or he had those roles at 100 Thieves and Twitch as well in the past, and he holds an MBA from the Wharton School at University of Pennsylvania. Gareth Evans has been promoted to Territory Director for the MEA and Turkey region at Ubisoft. He's been with Ubisoft for over 13 years at this point, doing lots of territory management with the focus on the MENA and Turkey regions, and he spent time at Capcom as an account manager and was an account executive at Konami as well. Congrats on your promotion, Gareth. Michele Catano joins Maxis Studios as a game product manager. Michele just finished up his MBA from the University of Chicago, where he interned as a product manager at Maxis Studios. Before his MBA, he was a business consultant at EY and was also a co-founder at VoiceMed. In addition to his MBA, he also holds a Master's of Engineering from the Tokyo Institute of Technology. Evan Hebe has been promoted to Director of Partner and Industry Marketing at Tipalti. He was a senior manager for about 3 years before his promotion, and in the past, he was the head of services industry marketing at NetSuite, among other roles. He holds a bachelor's in English language and literature from Colgate University. Lou Schwartz has been appointed to board chairman at GameSquare Holdings. Lou has a plethora of experience in the gaming and entertainment space, as he was the CEO of Engine Gaming and Media before it merged with GameSquare earlier this year. He was also the CEO of Frankly for a while and was the chief digital officer of WWE in the past as well. He holds a JD from the Mississippi College School of Law. Josh Kingett joins .x Talent as the head of esports. Josh joins .x Talent after his short stint as the co-founder of Quadrant Studios, and he was most notably the CEO and founder of X7 Esports in Isle of Man, and he also worked as an esports advisor for Digital Isle of Man 2. He holds a degree in software engineering from University of Portsmouth. As far as new stuff goes, Activision have sued a TikTok creator. It's a little bit of a weird story here, but stick with me. Essentially, TikTok creator Anthony the Needle Drop Fantano was accused by Activision of embarking on a scheme where he selectively threatened certain users unless they paid him extortionate amounts for their alleged use of his viral soundbite. Activision used his It's Enough Slices soundbite in their promotional material for Crash Bandicoot, which is where this all started. I'm curious to see if this will actually go anywhere. Seems like an interesting lawsuit here. Belgium has expanded their tax shelter initiative to cover gaming. This is a government-approved tax incentive to encourage the production of games in Belgium, with up to 33.7% of gross eligible production budget being eligible for the tax shelter. Ferris State University are going to open up their esports arena later this year. The school, located in Big Rapids, Michigan, will have its esports arena be the centerpiece of the $32 million Center for Virtual Learning, with final amenities for the esports arena arriving the week of August 7th. They'll have space for 18 participating teams, with spectators as well, in addition to casters, game broadcasters, and more. That's it for this week in esports and gaming. Thank you so much for tuning in. Credit to the authors and brands themselves for the images and information provided. Once again, want to give a quick shout out to the Esports Advocate for all the cool work they're doing in this space. And if you support or you want to support me and my work, I would appreciate if you could comment someone down below or tag them if they would be interested, or just share it with your network. And as always, everybody, have a great day.